All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to TreeRoots with Doug and Lark. Today's episode is going to kind of be the mirror image of last week's episode, which you haven't watched it, please go watch it and then come back here. Well, actually watch this one first. There's no specific order. But today we're talking all about Larkin Olivia Richards. Right over here. Now, Larkin is probably one of the most personal people you will ever meet. Everybody loves Larkin, but I don't think everybody knows the depths of Larkin.
Ooh.
The very, what's the one? Forget it. I was gonna say, what's that one? That like in the ocean, Marianas Trench. That's what I was trying to. I want to get to the Marianas Trench of Larkin.
Yeah, Larkin's
Does that make
like
any
the
sense?
depth of the ocean.
But all this to say is that Larkin is one of the best friends you could ever have. She is one of the best podcast hosts you could ever have. And I'm very lucky to know her, and I want you all to know her as well.
That was very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, can I ask you some questions, Larkin?
Nope. I'm just kidding.
All right, that's podcast over now.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course you can ask me some questions.
Let's get some general background questions
Okay.
out the way.
Okay.
What is your name?
My name's Larkin Richards. Some might call me Larkin Olivia Richards, but my name is Larkin Richards.
Why Larkin?
Good question. You should call my mom. Just kidding. But so a little bit of backstory. So my mom knew that she was having a kid, and they didn't want to know if I was going to be a boy or a girl until I was born. Well, in Larkin fashion, I came a month early. Of course. I was way too eager. I was way too excited.
You were ready to see the world.
So I came September 14th. So when I was born, my mom and dad had thrown around the idea of naming me Vivian, which was my mom's grandma's name. So my nanny's mom. And my nanny and Poppy play an important part in the story. So when I was born, my mom had played around the idea. Well, they didn't even know I was a girl. So my baby shower was neutrals. It was yellow, brown, like green, that. So and the only person that knew my gender was my nanny. So again, back to my birth, my mom and dad were playing around the idea of naming me Vivian. And unfortunately, my dad went to school with a girl who didn't smell the best, and her name was Vivian. So my dad nixed that name. And so my mom and dad couldn't really land on a girl. They knew if I was a boy, I would have been named Michael after my dad. So then my Poppy was adopted by a family when he was 13 or 14. And that family was named the Larkins. That was their last name. There was a famous photographer in the town of Trenton who had the last name of Larkin. That was the family. I believe, if I have the story right, my Poppy would porch hop because when his parents passed away when he was younger, he didn't have a family, so he would sleep on people's porches. The Larkins decided, after he slept on their porch, like, we're going to adopt you. And that was my grandma Larkin. So my grandma Larkin was really cool. And she was obviously my great-grandma. So I had the honor of knowing her until I was 7 or 8 when she passed away. I was 7. She passed away a little bit after kindergarten. So I got to know her and how cool she was. She was a 911 dispatcher. And I think she was the first female 911 dispatcher in our town. If I have that right. I could be making that part up, but I think my mom told me that part. So anyway, my name holds a lot of weight. And so my mom asked for my grandma Larkin's permission to be named Larkin the day I was born. So anyway, that's the story of my grandparents.
So it was a last name, but now it lives on as the first name.
Right. And we have like 0 Irish in our family, but Larkin is a very Irish name. But it's because my grandma Larkin's family and they were Irish. So the only place I've ever found a keychain with my name on it was Ellis Island in New York City, because that was one of the names that came over. So yeah, that's where Larkin comes from.
Love it. When were you born?
I was born in 2000.
What date?
September 14th. I think I already said that.
Oh, did you?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have no idea if I said it. But I was born September 14th, 2000. And Doug was born August 22nd, 2000. So we're only a few weeks apart.
But a whole school year.
A whole school year.
Yeah.
Apart.
What's your current job?
So I am
a special.
I'm a special lady. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm Special Olympics Pennsylvania's PR and marketing manager.
Very cool.
I do lots of media, lots of social media. If go ahead and follow it if you don't already.
Yeah, check out SOPA.
And please follow.
We can't let them know that you're the admin though, right? It's supposed to be a secret.
I'm not the admin.
Oh yeah, right.
Also please follow TreeRoots Pod on Instagram.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do for my job. It's really hard, but it's fun.
It's been a good experience.
It's been a great experience. I love sports, so only up from there.
What's your biggest hobby?
What is my we're about to,
Oh, this is the general backstory. We're about to get deep here. What is your biggest hobby?
Easy question to ask. I have been scared of this question since like 2020 when the pandemic hit, because that's when everyone started to get into their hobbies.
I guess just right now, if you're gonna sit down and relax and unwind, what are you doing?
I'm watching TV.
Okay, good.
I love watching TV. I love watching like YouTube. I just love long form content. I love it. But I would either sit down and watch some TV. I want to say I would read, but sometimes by the end of the day, I'm just way too tired to But I love to read. I love reading. So I wish that's the hobby I want to make number one. But if I'm gonna be so honest, it's watching TV.
Nothing wrong with that.
And
We're watching The Penguin right now. It's so good.
Okay, it's so good. But I have to say, I love trash TV.
Oh yeah.
Give me Jersey Shore. Give me the worst of the worst reality. Love Island. I was watching that like it was my job.
The reunion. You were so hyped for the reunion.
It sucked. But yeah, but The Penguin, so good. So good. That's like good TV. So yeah, that's my hobby right now. And I like to work out.
Yeah.
I like sports.
Oh yeah.
And I like watching football. We call it Grandpa Saturdays, Grandpa Sundays.
Fall asleep watching football. Fall asleep on the recliner.
Yep.
But so yes, this is Larkin, as probably most people know her. A lot of people know a lot about you, but that's just the general. Yeah, because
I be talking.
Love it. It's good.
Sharing.
Great for a podcast. So now let's go a little bit deeper. Larkin, are you ready? The Marianas Trench is waiting. Are you ready to take Ocean Gate down to the Marianas Trench? It's not too soon anymore. That happened a while ago. It's fine.
It was. Yeah.
What pieces of media, music, TV, movies, do you think have most defined you from, I don't know, when you first started enjoying media to now? What has most defined you? Give me 3.
Okay, well, I have to say One Direction.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I think I ever actually felt passion for. Of course I loved sports and things like that, and High School Musical. I just loved all that stuff. But I remember One Direction. That was the first time I ever was I need to know everything about this, and I need to be the know-it-all of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I needed I needed to immerse myself in it. And I know so many other.
When did you first get super immersed in it?
5th grade.
Okay.
Immediately.
Was it just about the boys, or was it about the music?
No, it was
or both.
Not even a single bit about the music.
Oh, okay.
I did not care about the music. I mean, I could tell you right now the order of Up All Night if you asked. I'm not going to, because that's not fun.
Well, the reason I brought that up is because when I first had that obsession with music, it wasn't until high school.
Right.
So I would think that'd be really cool if you were obsessed with the music that young, but it was more just about the pop cultural phenomenon that was these, what was it, 6 boys?
5.
5.
Don't you dare disgrace Liam Payne like that. R.I.P.
Sorry.
But so basically, it was all about also the community. So all my friends. Okay, a little bit about Larkin lore. When I went to 5th grade, it wasn't the same elementary school that I went to 5th grade. That I went to school from kindergarten to 4th grade. Our schools a lot of them got shut down, and a lot of them got minimized. So we all had to all of us, instead of meeting people from different elementary schools in middle school, we all got moved to a school near my house. And so, like, we had kind of like an early middle school experience. So I ended up being in a fifth grade class with a lot of brand new people. There were very little people from Fairmount in my class, which was my elementary school that I went to. So we went to Grandview, and that's where I found a lot of my best friends that I have today. So Madeline was in my fifth grade class, Morgan, and then in the swap class there were some other friends too, like my friend Megan, and like all of that core group of friends that I had. We bonded over two things: Hunger Games and One Direction.
Yeah.
So that's literally when I found out what having friends through media and like something that was a shared joy and experience could do to a
Isn't
friend
it so cool how like getting that shared interest can then just spawn like a lifelong friendship?
Yes, because like now I'll be friends with them for the rest of my life, and it's because of 5 British boys.
Yeah.
And it's like, the friendship was, once we started to become best friends, like it wasn't even about that anymore. But I have like this vivid memory being at Morgan's like birthday party, and all we talked about, and this was the first time I ever stayed up until like 3 or 4 a.m. All we talked about was One Direction the entire time.
How they
And
have
Skyrim.
They have so much power.
And
Skyrim?
Is that the movie?
No, it's a game.
No, there's a movie that had like, maybe it was Tron.
What was the premise?
What are the frisbees with
Yeah,
lights?
Tron.
Oh, so I think it definitely was.
Tron?
Where did I get Sky?
You guys like Tron as fifth graders?
Okay, that was Morgan, but like I don't remember. But anyway,
That's funny.
that's like all we talked about. So anyway,
How did these boys have so much power?
Because they were cute.
What did they do? They were just British.
Because
they were just some British bulls.
Cute.
Oh, hello, governor. Would you listen to my music? Wow. No, I'm just kidding. We love British people. We love our British fans that don't exist yet.
Okay, but yeah, you're saving your butt for
Yeah,
rich and famous. But yeah, so that was the first thing, Doug, that I like ever, and it was because of the community around it. So I would say One Direction, and then I'm gonna put One Direction and Hunger Games in the same boat because it happened at the same time. Okay, so it was that, but then if we want to be like serious and like being like an actual functioning adult with things that inspire me, that's actually a really hard question. It's so hard.
It is hard. Yeah, you got to dive deep.
Because I remember you telling me that when you would watch a movie about and a character was really cool, you would try to act like them. And like you embody them, and you think that some of your personality that you have now is from like a character from The Big Lebowski.
Right.
So it's like, I want to say that there were characters like that impacted who I am as a person, but I just don't. I always would think that I wanted that. I don't know if it ever happened.
Also, you've experienced a lot of media growing up, so maybe it's hard to just pinpoint like three things.
Yeah.
Would you just want to say Hunger Games and One Direction were the biggest ones growing up, or?
That's me just like zeroing in on me being 12 years old.
Right.
But like I remember in college a lot of things, and honestly, a lot of my professors and what they showed me impacted me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this might be a better example. So in my freshman year, I had to take a comm class with Kurt Chandler, who unfortunately has passed away. Ooh. But he showed us a lot of media that like kind of prepared you for if you wanted to be a journalist, what was that going to look like? So it was like pictures of, the Boston bombing and things like that, where that media impacted me more than like
a TV show or a movie.
Whereas like I go to TV shows, okay, this might be also a better explanation. I go to TV shows and movies not only to see myself in them, but to kind of escape. Whereas like that media literally like shifted and altered what I was going to be as a writer and a reporter. So that's like more now how old I am and when that impacted me then.
Right.
If that made any sense.
No, totally did.
Yeah. So it's like movies like that and like the Jesse Owens movie and like all of those things
impact
me more than And also the show This Is Us that I'm rewatching, like that also.
Right. I was
impacted
wondering if
me.
you were gonna mention that one.
I
Yeah.
I mean I certainly am, because that showed me what like family and trials and tribulations and having differences in like a core, like your core family can do to you. And rewatching it now, almost 10 years later, like of when I first started, because it came out in 2016 and ended in 2021, and now I'm rewatching it as like a more cognitive adult, has also impacted me. So I would say all of those things have impacted me. And I
Awesome.
love music, but
Well, let's talk about some music.
okay.
So you posed to me, what's 3 songs that you would tell somebody to describe myself?
Okay.
Throwing that back to you. Pick out 3 songs that if you were to just like introduce yourself to somebody with 3 songs, what would you choose?
You're Gonna Go Far by Noah Kahan.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
And the Brandi Carlile version. Because it's all about leaving a small town and them believing in you, and that you can come back whenever you want, but they'll know that they'll know that you've tried your hardest, and that you were meant for more than just a town full of 3,000 people. So I really like that one. And it also like kind of calls back to your family believing you, and things are always going to stay the same even
Yeah.
if you leave. So I would say that song. Honestly, I would say maybe Louder Than Words from Tick Tick Boom.
Oh, that's fair.
I
Yeah.
love that song. I mean, that's my favorite movie. Like,
Actions speak louder than.
it's like all about what are you going to do to actually make change, and if you are a younger one in this generation, what are you going to do about it? Mm-hmm. And it's like, are you just going to sit back and watch, or are you actually going to say something and do something?
Yeah.
And I just love that movie. And I'm not 30 yet, so maybe when I'm 30, it'll be 3090. But so I would say You're Gonna Go Far, Louder Than Words, and oh, the Tori Kelly song.
Kid I Used to Know?
No, the one about my grandparents.
Oh.
The streets and now.
Your words.
Yes, good job remembering.
Yep.
So those are the 3, 100%. And of course, Tori Kelly has impacted me for so long. So those are the 3. Go listen to them.
Very awesome.
They're so good.
Maybe we should make a Larkin's Top Picks playlist.
There might not be as many because you have more like musical depth. Mine's more film and like TV.
That's all right. That's all right.
Just go see my 2024 Spotify Wrapped. That's
Okay,
all you
yeah,
need.
it's good. My 2024 Spotify Wrapped was half Minecraft songs, but that's just because I use it to fall asleep.
You need to listen to music.
Okay. And you know what? I'm not even ashamed of it. They're
Don't worry.
great songs.
I'll out myself. I listen to Disney lullabies sometimes. And one time during my friend's bachelorette party, when I connected my phone to the party bus, it did in fact start playing Let It Go lullaby version over the party bus.
You know what? A lot of worse things could have been played in the grand scheme of how that situation could go. But
Wait, I hope this isn't boring. Hope you guys aren't bored.
no, I'm
Okay.
having a great time.
Oh, good.
Learning all about you. Yeah, it's great. Okay. In your opinion, what is the biggest
your
reason?
opinion.
In your opinion, what is the biggest reason that somebody who doesn't know anything about Pittsburgh should go and experience Pittsburgh?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Look at the back of my iPad. Okay. Wait, what'd you say?
In your opinion, what is the biggest reason that somebody who knows nothing about Pittsburgh should leave whatever town they came from
And
and
just
go
go to
experience Pittsburgh? Yeah.
Okay, you need to go see a sports game. So go to a Penguins game, go to a Steelers game. I'm not gonna tell you to go to a Pirates game, but you can go to PNC Park. But go to a Steelers game, go to a Penguins game, and then just walk around. It is the most gorgeous city you will ever lay your eyes on. And it's not like it's very busy. It's a busy city, but it's definitely not to the population or like the packedness of like Philadelphia, Chicago, Miami, like I mean nowhere near New York City, but like it is a slower moving city.
Easy breezy type of vibes.
Right, and like with the beauty, and I think the people are really nice. I think they're very nice.
They are nice. Yeah.
But like literally just go get on a bike. There's like a bike trail, or just like park your car and just walk all day long, and just experience the food, the vibes. even if you go in the winter or if you go in the spring, it's just so fun. And there's just so much to do. There's so much history. Pittsburgh's very historical. I mean, of course, Philadelphia is too. But with Pittsburgh, there's
Pittsburgh is on is it Allegheny River?
It's Allegheny,
and the
Monongahela, and the Ohio
combined
River.
to the Ohio River. So it was an important city for basically shipping materials out west.
Right, and
that's how it started, and then
correct.
Yeah.
And we're obviously the entire with the Industrial Revolution and steel, it just blew up with, not to get into it, but like Andrew Carnegie and Frick, what's his first name? Well, whatever. That's like all within Pittsburgh, and it's there's just so much to it, and then like add on the sports history, and add on just like a lot of different families moving to Pittsburgh.
The beautiful skyline.
Yes, and another really fun thing is when you go to Pittsburgh weddings, there's a cookie table.
Oh, yeah.
And so families will bake the bride and groom a bunch of cookies, and they bring them to weddings, and it's like that's your favor that you take home. But the reason why that all started is because when families moved to Pittsburgh, they were poor.
And they didn't want to buy an expensive wedding cake.
Right, and so then all the families that would attend this wedding would bring the cookies because it was essentially free. So I just think that's really cool. So yeah, go to Pittsburgh because it's just so calm and fun and beautiful. And there's just so many like nooks and crannies that are just so fun. Yeah, I love it. Thanks for asking that.
Yeah. Well, I actually have a couple Pittsburgh-themed this or that questions for you.
Oh, this is so fantastic. Wait, so you educated yourself on Pittsburgh stuff?
A little bit.
And that's how you know you love me.
A little bit, yeah.
Wow.
I love Pittsburgh.
We're going there in a few weeks. We got to take Doug to all the things he hasn't done yet. It's like a scavenger hunt each time.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For some this or that's?
Yes.
Chipped ham or pulled pork?
Oh, my God. I can't believe you remembered chipped ham. Okay. I'm going to go with pulled pork because that's one of my favorite foods. But chipped ham is such a good lunch food.
I still need to have that.
Okay.
Maybe
Mom,
we'll get some of that.
That's on
Chipped
you.
ham.
All right. Yeah. Pulled pork would be mine.
Plain pierogies or pierogies with a special filling / what's your favorite filling?
Wow. He asked that because my mom and her boyfriend make really good pierogies with like special filling.
I'm craving them.
I'm going to go with the regular because nothing can beat when you have a regular filled pierogi is just essentially mashed potatoes and maybe some cheese. And then on top you put caramelized onions and sour cream, and like that's all I need. So I would say a plain.
It's like how I like a plain slice of pizza.
What about you?
I think I like it plain too. Cheese and some mashed potatoes, yeah. Steelers or Pirates? Or Penguins?
Steelers. As much as I love baseball, I do love the Pirates, but unfortunately fortunately I have lived near the Phillies long enough to know that is much more my style baseball. But
wow.
I know that's the first time like I'm saying it publicly, so
yeah,
I'm really sorry.
Wow.
And any of my friends who say you're a traitor, I know. But Steelers, like that'll never. I am a diehard Steelers Penn State fan, like no way. So Steelers.
Okay. So if you're having a night out in Pittsburgh, are you a more like chill, walk around, take the incline, see the point, or would you rather go see the nightlife scene, go to a bar?
No, I'm more chill.
Yeah.
I've done the bar thing in Pittsburgh, and I really don't think that's for me. I don't think any of that's for me, but that's for another episode on another day. But I love, specifically during the Christmas time, since we are in December. I'm gonna say, if you're going to Pittsburgh, here's your Pittsburgh travel guide in December. Go down to the city, park at. Where do you want to park? One of the downtown parking spaces, like parking lots that aren't that expensive, and walk near the theater district, so like the Benedum and stuff. Walk past there and just walk yourself to PPG Place. Go to the Christmas market. Get yourself a sticker or two, a postcard, a little ornament, some hot chocolate at that hot chocolate place near the ice rink. Go ice skating, and then go look at the Christmas Santas from all around the world. and then you walk around, you get yourself to the incline. You can maybe go to, once you're done there, hop in the car, drive yourself to Oakland, and go to Phipps Conservatory to see the Christmas flowers. And then go to Permani's and get some dinner, and then go home. That's, I think, my perfect day.
Yeah.
In the Christmas time during. Yeah.
Well, we about to do that.
Yes, we are. And you still haven't gone to Heinz History Center. I love Pittsburgh.
Wiz Khalifa or Mac Miller?
Oh, Mac Miller.
Okay, yeah.
But Wiz Khalifa is really nice and cool.
He's funny.
He is really nice. He always pays homage to Pittsburgh. But Mac Miller is just, awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't even need to say it.
I agree. I have one more this or that, but it's kind of lame. It's Andy Warhol Bridge or the Roberto Clemente Bridge, but there's so many bridges.
Roberto Clemente
That's your favorite one?
Bridge.
Okay.
Because one, Roberto Clemente. Two, that's the perfect bridge to get on, and when you're looking, you can see the river, and you can also see the stadium, PNC Park. Like, it's perfect.
Right.
And there's people with locks. Like, it's super cute.
What's the bridge that is in Perks of Being a Wallflower that they drive on?
Oh, that's the Fort Pitt tunnel.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the bridge that it takes you on, but that's the Fort Pitt tunnel.
Okay, got you.
That's
cool.
Oh my God! Wait! That movie.
There's a lot of good Pittsburgh media out there.
But that movie,
Yeah.
This Is Us, is based in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of my 4 on Letterboxd, and the last time Doug and I watched it, I was a puddle. So yeah.
Good. I love it.
Wow, good
That concludes
questions.
this or that.
Doug's doing a really good job.
Dude, am I showing off my journalism, interviewing skills right now? Dang. Okay. Who was your role model growing up, and what impact did they have on you growing up, and what impact do they still have on you today?
Wow. Who was my role model? So if you want to get on the deeper side of me, I did a lot of growing up. I wanted to be all the best versions of the people around me, because I always thought everyone was better than me. And I know that could be really deep and really sad, but like when you're a kid, you see all the popular people around you and you realize, like, I want to be cool like that. I want to be talented like that. I want to sing like that. Like, you never understand the importance of yourself until you're older. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, like, my parents and everyone didn't put an expectation on me. I don't know where the expectation came from. I put it on myself that I thought I had to be the best of the best of the best. And I don't know if that's because, like, trying to be the best got me bullied a little bit in school, so then being the best wasn't even cool anymore. So when it comes to the question of, like, a role model, I don't even know if I had a role model. I just had certain people that I looked up to that I wanted to be. Like, it's not even like I wanted to be like, I wanted to be exactly like them, because then maybe I wouldn't get made fun of. But too deep. But, like, the person I think I looked up to the most and wanted to be like the most was my mom. Mm-hmm. And my nanny. They kind of go back and forth. Mm-hmm. But my mom was, and still is, the person I adore. And we're very similar in the way we think. But, like, she, growing up, was extremely, anything she wanted to do, she did. Anything she wanted to do with me and Mikey, she did. And it was always done confidently. Mm-hmm. I never saw my mom waver in the confidence department. I had a horrible time with confidence growing up. And so my mom was able to guide me and always reassure me that I was perfect the way that I was. And I never had to change. And my nanny was the same way in the sense of, she was a very, like, the woman she was very solid. She was never going to change her opinion for anybody. My poppy he reminds me so much of you. It's so scary, but, like, he only ever pushed my nanny to be herself. Like, my nanny led that pack. Mm-hmm. So the fact that my nanny and my mom were, like, kind of like this growing up then, that's what I looked up to. And even though I'm, like, my own person now, I still see bits and pieces of both of them in me. in the best way. And, of course, my mom and my nanny were not perfect people. And I'm not perfect people.
Nobody is.
Right. So, like, I've been able to learn from maybe their flaws and just apply them to my life in the best way. Because I know they did that with one another and so on and so forth. So, yeah, my nanny and my mom.
I
For
love it.
sure.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Are you ready for the next segment?
I don't know.
So this is a surprise segment. Larkin, you love pictures.
I love photos.
You love photos.
Yes, I do.
Where do you think that started?
My mom. No, but I think it all started because I have this fear of forgetting things that happen. So there's this graph that I learned about where it's a regular Y and X axis, and there's follow my hand, okay? You go on the negative side of the X axis, you dip down a little bit. And then when it crosses over, it's rising, rising, rising. It peaks, and then it falls, dips under or below the X axis, and then comes back up. That's a graph of what your brain feels like when you're looking forward to something. And I can literally feel my brain doing that graph. I learned this in a recreational parks and tourism management class because it talked about vacation. And that's how, so
yeah. Yep.
I have this fear of when I look forward to something so much, I never want to forget it. And my brain I hold memories like they're locked in there forever. So pictures allow me to like stay in that moment forever and ever and ever and ever. So that's where it started. Was I never wanted to forget what me and my friends were doing.
So
and then it just grew.
That's perfect. That's a perfect segue into what we're about to do because I have a couple pictures of you, and I wanted to know
of me,
of you, yeah, of you.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if you could provide some context to these pictures.
Oh, so we're doing hot ones.
Hot ones,
something
yeah.
From
Sorry,
your
Sean
Instagram.
Evans.
That's embarrassing.
No, but it's not from your Instagram. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Picture one. Okay. And don't worry, we'll have it like overlay over the screen so you don't have to just enjoy. Ready? What's the context behind this picture? What's the context behind this picture?
Where did I send this to you? The context is I was a soccer player growing up. I'm still a soccer coach. I played soccer my entire life. And I want to say the concept...
Oh, yeah. Don't spoil
I
it,
didn't look and see.
Okay.
The concept is I was playing soccer. But no, this is at HASC.
Look at you. You're so tiny. You got your little gloves. What?
Nothing's
Do you know what
changed.
month this is? Like, what is this?
This is definitely
fall?
the end of October.
Okay.
And I
You're sitting on your soccer ball?
hated wearing hats like this. Oh my God, I hated when things were on my head like that. Like, I couldn't stand them. Me wearing a beanie right now.
Yeah, earlier Larkin was like, I cannot eat when I have something on my head. I just can't do it.
I said it freaks me out.
Yeah.
But no, this was me with that little smile.
I love it. So that's the beginning of soccer, Larkin.
This is definitely the beginning.
It's been since the beginning.
When the shin guard still itched.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Picture two.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
What is this?
Aw.
What's the context behind this little girl?
Okay. So there's a few things. One, the shirt eats. That's the real life Scooby-Doo shirt.
Oh.
So it eats. I just watched that. We just watched that movie on my birthday. That was my birthday movie of choice this year. So loving that. I'm holding a sippy cup with juice that's actually very out of the normal because I don't drink juice. The pigtails were very much.
I love the pigtails.
Pigtails and bangs.
Pigtails rocked for you.
That was definitely my thing. So love the bangs held on for a long time. I had bangs until 4th grade. And they should have been gone way before that. And then next to me is my cute little Mr. Bean, my first dog I've ever had. That's Mr. Bean, and he's so sweet.
He's a puppy.
He is a little puppy. We got him when I was 2, and he is just so sweet, and I just love him. And that was the start of the Boston Terrier era for the Richards family. So
was that the first Boston Terrier ever?
Yes.
Ever?
Yes.
That your mom ever got ever?
Yeah, because my dad had a Basset Hound beforehand, and that was like his dog. My mom had a few dogs growing up, but Mr. Bean was the first family dog. And then from then, we only ever stuck with Boston Terriers. So cute. I love this picture. And I look like I had been sleeping, and that's probably true.
Cute. Oh, don't look.
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ready?
I just heard moo moo.
Picture 3.
Yikes. All right. So why do I look like I'm in? Okay. So this photo looks a lot like myself. Like this looks like me right now.
Yeah, you see the smile, the eyes. Yeah, I totally see
So
it.
I want to say I was in kindergarten in this photo, and that means I'm a big kindergartner. So I'm wearing High School Musical shirt. Hello. I remember exactly where I was when that movie aired. Ears pierced, and then scrunchie. I always have had a scrunchie and a headband, and you can tell I was ready for picture day. But that's me, and I went through this era where I didn't smile with my teeth because I don't know why.
And Larkin's always had amazing teeth, even before braces. Amazing.
Thanks so much. Only had braces for 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love this picture. But it's because of the shirt. I love the shirt. Yeah.
Very cool. Ready?
Yup.
What's the context behind this picture? Do you remember this day? What was going on? No,
So I don't remember this day, but that's my mommy. Looks so sleepy.
I love this picture.
But why do you love this picture?
Because it's like the most universal symbol of like love is a mother and her newborn baby. And look at your mom just holding little you. I love it.
That is my mom. And of course, she's wearing one of her, I think she's wearing a Christmas turtleneck, which she must be cold. But yeah, that's my mom. And she was over the moon when she had me.
Yeah.
I'm her first daughter. Like, I'm her first kid ever. And like, I think the bond that a parent has with their first child is like very special. Not saying that there isn't a special bond between the parent and their youngest kid, but like, this was like, the start of a beautiful relationship with me and my mom. But I was also a very teeny tiny baby.
Yeah, you're so tiny.
I was really tiny. But yeah.
Awesome. I love that
That's
picture.
my mom, Paula.
Ready? Mm-hmm. You knew I had to get this one. What is this? Who is this?
Well, that's the Bride of Frankenstein, obviously.
Right.
Like, okay, I have a really traumatic story with this. So, obviously, you can tell by the smile on my face, I loved this costume.
It goes hard. It goes so hard.
The wig, hello.
Yeah.
This is the best it gets. Unfortunately, I was invited to my crush's Halloween party. And this was the year that I dressed up as Bride of Frankenstein. So I go to my crush's Halloween party. And how in 4th grade do girls wear, like, itty-bitty costumes as a 4th grader? I don't know.
Wait, this was 4th grade?
Yeah. I'm that tall in 4th grade, Doug.
No, but like you were going to like a crush's Halloween party?
Well, it was like, it was also like his birthday party, I think.
Oh,
it was Halloween.
okay.
Like, it was Halloween birthday party.
Got you.
So I go. Not many of my friends were there because none of my friends were, like, this was like, the boy I had a crush on was popular. So I go, and it was literally the Mean Girls scene where you walk in and everyone's dressed up as like the Playboy, the Playboy bunny, and then like everyone's laughing at Lindsay Lohan's character. And I am in fact the laughing stock when I walk in. And the worst part is I win the costume contest and I get a gift card. And it was definitely not everyone was laughing with me. Everyone was laughing at me. And I sat by myself at that party.
Oh, no.
And it was genuinely, like, I think that's a root of a lot of, like, no one laughed at me because I was the Bride of Frankenstein.
Well, guess what? You had a dope costume.
Thank you so much.
Like, that costume goes so hard.
Well, I know that you would have been my friend in 4th grade.
Oh, yeah. I would have been Frankenstein.
We would have been best friends.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that is the costume. So then the next year, even after all of the trauma, I dressed up as a gangster with a mustache, and I had a fake gun, and I had a pinstripe suit.
Complete 180.
Why did I do that?
Now if kids are laughing at you, you're a gangster. You can take care of it.
But like, why did I even dress up as that? So anyway, I'm not the best at dressing up for Halloween. So.
But I had a similar where I was Spider-Man for like 3 years, and one day I just wore my Spider-Man costume when I wasn't supposed to, and everybody started chasing me. So like, I think we would have like somehow those two
friends.
interactions like it would have mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Who's this?
Ugh. That's Larkin
Ugh.
holding her tuba. So this pair of glasses, I really didn't like this, but I'm wearing braces. So this is like coming towards the end this is the middle of my freshman year, essentially. Mm-hmm. This was a pink out night, so like it was for breast cancer awareness. And I'm wearing my marching band costume, and I'm holding...
Look how big that tuba is.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Huge.
It hurt my shoulder so bad. And my hair's super long, too. But yeah, the tuba was like my thing for like 4 years. Yeah, I was the only girl tuba player for a while. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
I like that picture.
Thank you.
Musical talented girl.
Yeah, this was one of the 3 I played. Oh,
It's so funny that you brought this up today because I'm like, oh, snap. I know exactly what she's talking about.
Oh, we went to a holiday party today. Parade.
Parade.
We went to a parade. And I was talking about me being a scarecrow. And this is, in fact, me as a scarecrow during Girl Scouts. So by the looks of my glasses, this was when I was in either 5th or 6th grade. I think I was in 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
And this is my best friend, Emily, that I've had since I was the soccer picture that I believe she's like in another photo with me. So we were like the two that stayed Girl Scouts for a while. And this was, we were scarecrows with Derby. My mom wanted us to be scarecrows. And I remember my hat flew off my head when we were driving.
Did you lose the hat?
I did.
Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone forever. But yeah, this is me as a Girl Scout.
It's like, why does that girl not have a nose?
And you can tell this is me before. Oh my God. Fierro? No, this is me before braces because you can see how my tooth is just the most slightest bit.
It still looks great.
Anyway.
Who's this? Do you not like this one?
I hate this picture.
No,
Where
really?
are my eyebrows?
They're covered by Mickey. Oh, wait, no.
Sorry. So, this was me in my junior year of high school. We went to Disney to perform, and we did, in fact, have to wear these stupid vests, and I love the Mickey ears. I braided my hair. But we got to perform at Disney. It was just, like, the most awesome. We did it at Disney Springs, and we also marched. But yeah, this was so, I remember like feeling the most like elated. I mean, the smile I have on my face is very genuine. Mm-hmm. And like we performed really fun Disney songs here, and I just like, I smashed it. I killed it, of course.
You guys sounded incredible.
Thank you.
It's the Climb.
Yeah.
By Miley Cyrus sounded amazing.
Yeah.
You guys were good. You guys were really good.
Thanks. Yeah, it was because we were all friends.
Right.
And it was just like the best ever doing it with your friends. So, yeah.
Awesome. I think we have one more. Yeah.
Aww.
What's this one?
Wow. Aw, I look so... Aw. So this photo of me is after I coached. Me and my mom went to go buy my first ever car. I bought it. So this was a big moment for me that I saved up and I was able to execute this, and I still have this car, thank goodness. But I remember this feeling like a very big independent moment for me because a lot of the cars I drove were just my family's cars and things like that. So like this was mine, this was Larkin's, and I could go anywhere with it. I could do anything, and this car has taught me a lot about responsibility, just like having it be mine. It's not someone else's to mess up. So this was just like a really important day. And this was before I went back to school for my junior year. And yeah, I was just really proud of myself. There aren't a lot of moments where I can fully relish in like the pride I have for things I do, but this was one because it's mine.
Yeah.
And I still feel really proud.
I think that's an awesome moment.
Thanks.
That's like a big step into like adulthood.
Yeah,
like being
it
able
is.
to buy your first car.
Yeah, and this was, I wasn't even 21 yet.
Yeah.
I was only 20, and I was able to do this, and now I'm like almost like, financially I've been able to like really, prove myself with it. So good job doing this. This was really fun.
Well, shout out Paula for helping me get all these pictures
What?
compiled. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You were working with my
I was
mom?
like, yeah, I need to get the best pictures to get contacts behind.
Literally talking about my mom earlier, and
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. So thank you, Paula.
Aw.
Thank you.
That's so nice.
We have so many more pictures. I want to look through it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope this wasn't too long of an episode.
No. It's perfect. Perfect.
How long we've been rolling?
45 minutes.
Oh gosh.
It's good.
Okay. All right.
It's good. But yeah, Larkin, I think people are gonna love getting to know you, and getting to know some of your roots.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Hope we didn't bore your ears off.
No.
So the summary: go to Pittsburgh.
Go to Pittsburgh.
Eat chipped ham and pulled pork. Watch the Steelers game, and
watch the Steelers-Eagles game.
Find your best friend in the whole world to do a podcast with.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Perfect.
We'll see you next week, everybody. I don't know how you'll see us next week, but you will.
You will.
We have to decide what we want to do next. All right. Watch This Is Us.
Bye.
Bye.